Flexible weapons also offer a wide variety of responses from lethal techniques to painful disabling techniques to just simple control techniques. So when you see us use something that's flexible, you can use your mind to be creative about electrical cords or about ties or about hoodies of a sweatshirt and so on and so forth. For example, if you have something that's really long, obviously it can be shortened up. And the universal motion that you sometimes see with staffs, just close your eyes, I'll just go around your body. You can, those kind of motions, striking, they're not doing a great deal of damage, but they're great entries. So as an entry to a technique, if you were to come across the eyes or hit into the groin, they lead into, and then now I'll just demonstrate some of the chokes. These are similar to the collar chokes that we did earlier, except done with a flexible weapon. And in fact, some of them, such as this one, feel more powerful than done simply with the collar. Also takedowns, such as unbalancing. So when I was thinking of the slipping set, rather than trying to figure out a way to do a sleeper choke, which was kind of weak, I took a technique from Hojujutsu, the Japanese art of fighting with ropes and flexible weapons, and it's in taijutsu. And one of those techniques is to take a flexible weapon and to draw them back and off their center and down, like so. And you can make it worse with a rub, with the rope, and so on and so forth. I'm going to pick you up onto your knees just so I can finish the set there. Also, there's a really nice throw there if he's still standing. Just hold on to the belt. I'm not going to do a full throw. Likewise, a rope can be used at different lengths. I play a game with my kids where I put a padded ring on the end of a stick, and if they touch me, I do 5 push-ups. And if I touch them, they do 5 push-ups. And so it teaches you how to control a large length of rope without getting tangled up on it. Because a person can think that you have a not very large rope, but if you can throw it in such a way and control the aim of it. And so we'll set up little plastic water bottles and hit them. There's lots of games like that. And I teach wilderness survival. I run a wilderness survival school. So our whole world is based around ropes. This is how we catch food. This is how we catch trespassers. And thieves. So you've seen the A-Team in the 80s, right? We do all that stuff. We make traps and snares and things like that. And you have to be familiar with knots. So for example, one knot that's also used in Hojujutsu is the one-handed slip knot, because you might have a hand that's busy doing something, and to tie like so, and so there you go, that's a slip knot, and when I pull it, it constricts. So obviously somebody's not going to sit there and let you tie them, but now with the demonstration of some of the entries, or even a lock, like if you go to choke or punch or whatever, if we do a lock, such as a shoulder lock, then it leads into some of the ties. If there's a disabling move of some sort. And before handcuffs and zip ties, this was the original tool of the samurai for restraining people. So many of the ties begin with that one-handed slip knot. And you can slip it over any body part or a foot or a hand. As the guy resists, you just create more pain. So additionally, there are techniques such as a straight across wrist grab. You see this done with a stick. It can also be done with a belt or a rope in a very powerful way. In fact, it can even be done with your own shirt by grabbing your own clothing and doing the same technique, which clothing, that's a flexible weapon, just as if it were a belt. And oftentimes people give me a hard time about my hair, and hair is a liability, and it can use to control you, like say he grabs it. But it also, if I can keep from dying in the first couple seconds, it tells me where his body weapons are. I know where his joints are. I know basically where his groin is, and his face, and his throat, and that can become a tool to be used against him, including sometimes as choke. I've used my own hair to choke somebody, like that in ways that was surprising to them. And I've heard stories of old kung fu guys and things putting putting knots or ties in their hair, because I can tell you from experience, when you go, doing spinning kicks, I've gone, wow, and like hit myself in the eyeball, and like hurt myself very bad. So hair is also a flexible weapon.